Hey, Jake. Jake, I have no idea why I did this salute, but I see it a lot in One Piece. So I figured, why not? Jake, you asked me who I would want to room with, and that's a really hard question, especially considering my past roommate experiences, which you guys can all check out in one of our other videos, link in the description. But who do I want to room with? I think I would have to go with maybe Stan Lee. I'd love to hear all of his crazy stories and exploits about all these comic book characters. Speaking of comic book characters, and as you guys can see, I do have a Steven Universe shirt on right now. Jake, actually, you and I have been playing a lot of Marvel Heroes recently, just kind of as a passive way to pass the time. But that's gotten me starting to think about my health. See, all these superheroes, or at least most of them, are really fit dudes or chicks, you know? And I've gone through phases in my life, working out, not working out, you know, throughout the entirety of my life. And most of it has been spent not working out. As a kid, I was really into karate, and I did karate from probably the age of 5 till 15 or so. I mean, I'm talking, I did a lot of karate for a lot of time, became a black belt, of course, at a young age, but I really enjoyed it. It was something I really liked to do. But after we left karate, we moved, and so therefore I didn't have that as an option anymore. I really didn't work out for a long period of time between that. After that, I met a guy who really got me into working out more and really into the muscle-bound, like pumping that iron sort of, beefing up sort of thing. And I was able to lose a lot of weight and get into a decent amount of shape working out with him and sort of having a buddy who was... Sorry if you guys heard that car. But having a buddy who was, you know, kind of pushing you, an accountability partner, which was really nice. That lasted for a little while, and then I kind of backslid, and I worked at McDonald's, where I was eating a lot of free food at the time. McDonald's allowed you to have free food for lunch instead of actually having to pay for it, because it was that long ago. So anyway, I really kind of backslid on that aspect. But later on, I decided to get back into working out, and I did, and I hit it hard, and I really did much. A lot of that was, some of it was doing muscle stuff, muscle building, but a lot of it was running, and I was running a lot. And I ran on, I mean, it was on a treadmill, but I ran, and I really ended up getting into shape at that point. I lost a lot of weight. I think I was down to about like 175, 180 at that time, which compared to now is a huge difference, though I'm not sharing my current weight. Now, I've not been working out recently, but I have tried a lot of programs, and some of them have been like the Weight Watchers thing, some applications on my cell phone, trying a bunch of different things, trying to see, you know, what can I do to, in this really busy life that I've got, this crazy life that I have, well, how can I get better, get healthier, and do more activities and stuff like that. Fortunately, my cousins have just started getting into the Fitbit, and they say that they are having a lot of good success. So I went out and I got myself a Fitbit as well. And this thing is pretty neat. It has the time on there. Let me see if I can double tap. So you can have the time on there. It tells you all your steps and different things as you knock it. So it's pretty cool. It does track my steps. I did just get it today, so it's not a full day's worth. I just a little bit under 2,000 steps because I got it at lunch. And then I was in the office all day, so I didn't really go much of anywhere to be able to do any steps. But the application on my phone is usually says about 6,000 steps a day. So I set my goal on here for 8,000 steps a day, and we'll have to see how that comes along and to see if I can actually get that working. I do work in an office environment, so some days I'm going to be sitting a lot and not going to be able to have the opportunity to go much of anywhere. And the times that I do leave, it's usually on a long car ride, a trip to get from point A to point B, and there's usually not a lot of walking when I get to the place I go either. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to do 800, but if I get on average 600 on my phone, if I actively attempt to do more, maybe I can get close to the 800. I think I've been saying 100. I mean 1,000. Take all that, I meant 1,000. 6,000, 8,000, I meant 1,000. I'm just not re-saying all that again. So that's kind of my goal right now, to get this thing to say 8,000 at the end of every day, hopefully 10,000 at the end of every day. Another thing that I have not really looked into yet is it will read my sleep patterns. It'll tell me if I'm getting a good night's sleep, if I'm getting a full 8 hours of sleep, which I never get. I never get 8 hours of sleep. So maybe I'll be better off with doing 8 hours of sleep with this. I don't know. It'll track my water intake. Of course, it doesn't register that. I have to enter that in. But I'm hoping that this can be that accountability partner that I need to have. And I do need an accountability partner for doing this. I think everybody needs an accountability partner to be able to make this sort of change in their lives. So maybe that should be who I would room with, as a good accountability partner. Maybe that should be the answer to the question, Jake. Anyway, Jake, that is my answer to your question. And my question to you and those playing along at home is, what do you guys do to get in and or stay in that sleek state of physical perfection that you guys are in right now? Let us know in the comments below, and until next time, you'll be fine. Probably.